Hey, Abby. Hey, Millie. Hey, Scott. This Friday's officially a good day. Hey, Simi. Hey, Grammar. Hey, Arflu. Hey, Julia. Julio, excuse me. Oh, wait. The patience meter is a holdover from last night. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Hey, Kilby. Yeah, Julio's. I'm sorry. I saw Julio and then Avila, and the A and the I got mixed up. I'm sorry. I missed last night. What happened? Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Just a lot of guests that we're using like a different kind of thinking, like not like like human thoughts. What flavor ice cream you guys eat today? Mac's not here today, so no ice cream. I had vegetables today. My body feels rejuvenated. Was it MAGA or more infighting? It was MAGA. Um, the infighting stuff we haven't really talked on live. No ice cream. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up on yesterday's live. It was atrociously stupid. Yeah, the problem is, so the VOD cuts off because my power went out. So I think like maybe we missed the last two guests on the VOD. The one guy who couldn't comprehend why encounters went up made me physically mad. When we kept asking him, what did Biden do to open the border? And he kept replying, so you're saying there wasn't the border problem. I'm just, what did Joseph Robinette Biden do to open the border? Hey, Neely. Yeah, today. Hamley. The test worked, Sim, I think. I'm clearing out some tabs, y'all. Aw, that's so cute, Tyro. Hey, Clutch. What's going on Warren?
Oh, well, my tax dollars shouldn't.
Oh God, we had an article about Joseph. I'm clearing out the tabs, and there's an article about Joseph Stalin because of that one communist that came up that was defending Stalin. Oh, was that yesterday or 2 days ago? I don't even remember. Are you excited for the new Pokemon set at the end of the month? I haven't been following Pokemon at all. I have to. There's just been so much going on that I haven't even I haven't turned my stores back on yet, and that's definitely gonna cause a problem very very shortly, bill wise. But cross that bridge when we get to it. Bro, I can't find anything not in Rush. Dan, did you see Trump talking about Buttigieg and his bicycle that his husband rides on the back with him? I did not see that. You see the video with the girl fainting? Yeah, it was like God struck her down for lying. That's a problem for future Dan. True. Like this was his source. Hold on, we still have it open. This was his source. It's a CIA document that literally says this is unevaluated information. I DM'd. Wait, Clutch DM'd?
When they took over, Buttigieg, who has no clue, you know, he drives to work on his bicycle with his, in all fairness, with his husband on the back, which is a nice, loving relationship. But he didn't have a clue. This guy didn't have a clue. And he's actually a contender for president. Between him and Crockett, you can have that party. But he didn't. And
honestly, kind of based. Why even bring it up though? Well, because you know why. It sounds like his dad didn't let him ride his bike as a kid. Yeah, I think he's jealous of Biden riding that bike. Why he keeps bringing up that he fell off that bike that one time. All right, I'm gonna clear out some more tabs.
So this is insane.
Dan. No, we're gonna need that one. Not clearing that one out. Who is Trump's cameraman? He's always giggling like Beavis and Butthead right into. Wait, do we even know if Trump can ride a bike? I don't think we do. And I wouldn't be surprised if he couldn't. Did y'all see the video of the former like producer on The Apprentice that like was talking about how Donald Trump has been incontinent for decades now? And that's why he wears like baggy suits and stuff. The idea of Trump riding a bike. He'd fall off and then put a 3,000% tariff on bikes. Wait, did you guys see the clip of him talking about Mattel like it was a country and then like it was a person? I remember that time he fell off the golf cart. I don't remember that. Do you think he has Depends in the Oval Office? Right next to Legoland. I love when Tuffy does that. Does any of your cats do this thing where they'll walk a little bit and then just like not slowly, lie down on her side, but just peek. The plop, yes. My boyfriend isn't a Trumpy, but didn't find it believable Trump's been shitting his diapers for decades, and I don't get why. I mean, it is the type of thing that that'll come out and it's like just smearing Trump, no pun intended. Just smearing Trump because it's funny to smear like the number 2 worst person on earth. So like I get that. Like it was easy to believe the pee-pee tape story, that there's a tape of him peeing on the bed that Obama slept in, but like without any real evidence, it's like, all right, well, let's just believe all the like documented horrible things about him. Like when Stormy Daniels said his penis looked like Toad from Super Mario Brothers. That I believe, because we have evidence. Spent an ungodly amount of money on Lego in the past few weeks. You know what? You're not the first person to tell me that, which is interesting. I think Lego's getting big lately. Lego's getting really big lately. Dan, I am eating gross. Rubio knew about his PP as well. The Lego F1 set has me drain my bank account. ICE arrested a lady in Boston today without a warrant, and a crowd was trying to swarm, held her down to the pavement on her face. Is that well, I heard about the one lady that was arrested that they're being forced to release. This is now a different lady. Hey, Shauna. New woman. Okay, tell me if I'm pronouncing this right. Is it Worcester? I know like it's spelled Worcester, but I've been told it's pronounced Worcester. Are you getting GTA 6? Want to hear something crazy, Eli? Worcester. Okay. I have never in my life played Grand Theft Auto 5 or otherwise. actually pronounced Worcester sauce. Where my pearls at? I'm sorry, it's just never come up. It's never come up. Should I get it and play it on live instead of talking about politics? The thing is, I feel like if I played, I would like follow all the laws. Like I'd stop at stoplights, and like if I picked up prostitutes, I would just take them to wherever the destination they needed to be. You know. I know what I'm gifting you in 2026. It's like a what sound? Worcester? And that is so real. People are just role playing on GTA 5 now. I have seen the role play. Well, not okay. So not recently. I saw it back like when the lockdowns were a thing, and it did look fun. Not you being their chauffeur. I was obsessed with going to the strip club on GTA when I was a kid. I mean, I could see myself enjoying that as a kid, you know, because of like puberty and stuff. I did that when I was 10. Come on, Dan, live on the edge. Dan's the only ethical GTA. Well, okay, well, hold on. How ethical am I if I throw the penguin off the ledge in Super Mario 64? Like don't give me too much credit, okay? It would be fun as a community game. That could be true, yeah. As a if we did role play, that would be fun. My sister and I recreated the stripper dances. Oh. I don't think I would have done that as a kid, but who knows? Listen, I'll try anything once. No one show Trump GTA or he'll be talking about rampant crime again. Look up a clip, it's PG. Wait, a clip of you recreating the stripper dances? Or just the stripper dances in general? No. Like, is this really? Look at what we had to Google yesterday for. There was a guest that forced me to Google this. Does falling asleep on a college campus violate the fire code? He refused to move on until I Googled this. Save the penguins from the tariffs. Don't let Max see your search history. Her search history's worse. I just threw the link to the incontinence story in the news channel. Okay. Despite SCOTUS ruling, Trump admin refuses to return man it wrongfully sent to Salvadorian prison. And there was like 2 separate guests that brought up articles that disproved their point yesterday. He would have said, actually, the protest decibels were far too loud by 1.5 and violated the noise ordinance if you didn't kick him. I've been watching stuff from the early 2000s and Trump keeps being mentioned and it's a jump scare every time. It's so interesting how different like the concept of Donald Trump is from the early 2000s and now. Like I've said it before, I was a really big Apprentice fan. Like I watched every season of that show. To be fair, I didn't watch the Arnold Schwarzenegger season, and that's not because I didn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just because I didn't have cable at the time, and I think it was not on cable. I didn't have TV at the time. The torta dude got me heated. Oh yeah, he was something else.
You could get him back. There's a phone on this desk.
I could.
In an interview with ABC News, President Donald Trump said he could bring Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia back from El.
I'm not Xing out of that one. We're gonna need that one. There's an article I tagged you in that under Biden they got someone back they deported by mistake from 2019. Ooh, that's interesting. Can you send that to me, Kevy? I rarely see tags on Discord, but if you DM it to me, there's a stronger possibility I'll see it. I mean, that just goes to show Biden was a strong leader and Trump's a weak leader. In case they want to say that Trump can't get him back. Weird argument to me. Okay, now for the caption. Do we leave this caption? Thank you, Kevy. Oh, Andy was from El Salvador as well. Realistically, if Trump doesn't try to do his third term, who would the GOP possibly nominate? I would say JD Vance, but I don't know if he's got it. What about Laura Trump? I feel like I can see Laura Trump getting the nomination. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys know. I didn't take my Adderall today, but part of the reason is that I know it's supposed to like keep you up, and my sleep cycle needs to get fixed, like hardcore. It really needs to get fixed. It's getting really bad. And I think I need to make like major changes to my health, which might include like hard stops for lives, and might include like no phone in bed type shit. Because one of the recommendations from my neurologist was trying to get more restful sleep to see if that can help with my memory issues, or in case, like, obviously we're doing all the tests that we're supposed to be doing, but in case all those tests come back negative, it could just be something as simple as like you're sleeping but you're not getting restful sleep. Made me feel depressed, so I stopped taking and just drink 6 cups of dark coffee instead. 6 cups is wild. More ice cream. Also, being on like different sleep cycles as Mac is really it's bad for both of us. So, got to do something about that. My doctor said instead of Adderall. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have diminishing returns with coffee, but could be wrong. I probably should do something to wake myself up right now, though. because my sleep cycle is so bad, I'm getting my like midday sleepies right now. So it's fucking PM. So maybe I'll have some tea. Coffee's probably a little too much caffeine. Maybe a little bit of a spot of tea. What do you guys think? Apnea. I did do a sleep study. I'm waiting for the results. See if that's a thing. We did a few things. We did a sleep study. We did an EEG. On Tuesday, I'm doing an MRI. I still haven't done the fucking blood test. I keep putting it off. The order is in my car. I just use a trigger word now. Okay. Dan. Yeah, I think this might be it. Downhill from here, folks. All right, be right back. So waiting for it to finish brewing so I could throw the bag out. I don't want to put the bag in this garbage here because the garbage in this room is just a cardboard box. But look at Mac's mug. So cute. I'll come back. Hey, Adela. Damn. I guess there is a noticeable difference without the Adderall because like Wednesday, I feel like I was on it, and then yesterday, not as much, and today, same as yesterday. Hey, Peach. Maybe I should get myself a co-host for today. Definitely want to do news with Tic Tac though, for sure. We've been behind on news. It works if you're on the right dose, at least for me. Yeah, so we 5 milligrams didn't seem to do anything. 10 milligrams started to do something. It's just I haven't taken it the past 2 days. Yesterday because I forgot, and today because I woke up too late and I don't want to like keep fucking up my sleep cycle. That would be interesting, Antoine. It's insane that medicine actually works. I didn't mean bad, different. Oof. No, you're fine. You're fine. If you thought I took offense, then no, you're good. All right, I'm gonna throw out my tea bag. Yeah, Malik, that's what I was worried about. Okay, we're gonna get started right. Wait, who the fuck is the Daniverse mole that just followed me? I mean, I guess don't tell me. The little guy. What if it really is the mole? I can't use instant release. It doesn't last all day. The extended release lasts 12 hours. Extended release kept me up no matter how early I took it. That's something else I do want to keep track of. Yeah, what I really want to do is I want to take like I want to do like a 2-week reset on my sleep habits. Like not even just my sleep cycle, my sleep habits. Like if I need a YouTube video to fall asleep, that's fine, but get one ready to listen to and not watch, right? Because watching is blue light and all that bullshit. And I should have a hard cutoff time on live so that I can have like a wind down time. The Daniverse is so cool that we have them all. And like I don't like going live at 8 p.m. Like the goal was to go live at 7 p.m. with the pre-show starting at like 6 or 6:30. I try going to bed at 8 p.m. Oh well, that's what time it is for me now. And you need blue light glasses like me. Yeah, I usually sleep from like 1:30 to 5:30, so I get that. That's not enough sleep. I have a sneaking suspicion it's K. Hey, Caffeine. Have you looked into a CPAP machine yet? I mean, I'm waiting for the sleep study results first. But all right, let me get my YouTube. I'm gonna post a TikTok and go live on TikTok. No, it's really not coughing against me through the day. Yeah, no. 4 hours. The minimum I need to exist as like a functional human is 5 hours, and even then, like I'm not doing well. But like 4 hours or less, it genuinely feels like my skeleton is trying to escape my skin. Like ideally, I want between 7 and 8 hours, but like I can make it with 5. I can if I got shit to do, I can do 5. But 4 and below, it's almost to the point where it's like I'd rather just stay up. I have 2 small kids. I don't have a choice. Trust me. If I could sleep more, I would. Ugh, I get that. I got that. In high school, I regularly ran on 4. Okay. To be fair, high school was different. Like in just youth in general, I think was different. I don't remember when it became the case that I felt like I was being waterboarded if I slept less than 5 hours. Um, but I definitely remember it being different in high school and maybe like early college. I've never related to anything like I relate to the skeleton crawling out. Right? Like when you don't get enough sleep and you wake up, it's like it's you feel your skull like bulging through your eyes, and it's rough. If I don't get enough, I end up falling asleep as soon as I sit down. I hate it. And I sent you a DM since I don't want to bring that up again when we are. Hold on. I thought getting 2 puppies at once would be better, so I could potty train them all at once and was up every 2 to 3 hours for 2 months. Really made me rethink having kids. In Alaska, when I go to bed at 11 p.m., it's still light out. When I wake up at 5:30 a.m., the sun is back out. No, for real, because the one day I don't set alarms, my sister wakes me up with a call. Oh, I hate that so much. When you have like when you normally wake up by an alarm and then you have like a day or two where you don't have to, and then something else wakes you up. For me, that used to be the on Saturdays. So I'd wake up an alarm like Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, one fucking neighbor would be mowing his lawn at 7 a.m. And it wouldn't be like a regular lawnmower either. He'd have like the industrial like lawn eradicator 10,000. That was me, sorry. By the way, Mac approved putting that in my profile. So You want to disturb my BFF? I never turn it off. My oldest woke me up at 5:40 today on the one day I got to sleep because thought she was late for school. Oh no. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Okay, we're gonna start the live. Here we go. Rid of that. Over here. Got Angela up and running. Finally finished finals. I'm out of college for the summer. Nice. Nice. That's such a good feeling. I remember the feeling that I had when I finished my final. Oh my god. And I knew I'd never like have to go to class ever again. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Who's gonna be first on TikTok? Who's gonna say it? Mary J. Bridge got there. Hey, Mary. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, Dan, you heard Kamala might run again. What do you think? I mean, thank you for the heart, Shame. Wow. I don't have anything against it. I'm definitely interested to see how the primaries go. And obviously it depends on who's running against her to see if I would support her in the primary or not. Obviously, I have no problem with supporting her in the general. Now I got two of you open. Hey, Nunya. Hey, Selena. Hey, Randy. Hey, Chris. Hey, Moxie. Hey, Sim. Hey, Millie. Hey, Good Ryan. Hey, Prince. Hey, Toy Box. I feel like this is a freshman, bro. I can't imagine how doctors feel. So I think there is a group of people out there that just operate on a different level. Genuinely. Like, there's no way that they're feeling the same stuff we're feeling on 4 hours of sleep, you know? Not possible. Hey, Star Millennial. Yes, it is Friday. And I'm pretty excited. I mean, I guess Saturday is my favorite day. Friday's pretty good. Hey, Ankh. Hey, Ty. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to get started very, very shortly. Why are you 8 out of 10 today? I don't know. Vibes. I couldn't sleep till 7 a.m. I know way too much about the Victorian era. I was just on YouTube telling you I get 4 hours of sleep and I am a cranky person. Yeah. Can you explain the two wars we are in? Can you explain the two wars we are in will benefit the U.S.? Are you saying how the two wars we are in? Which two wars are you referring to? Dan, did you not see that we're being invaded by Mattel? The illegals are from Barbie Land. I did see that. Hey, Shauna. Presidential Barbie would never. Hey, Jose. All right, we're going to get started soon. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining. We're live Wednesdays to Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, excuse me, drop a follow, tap the screen.
Thanks, Obama.
Randy, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. The difference between Jim Jones and Trump is that Trump would charge for the Kool-Aid. That's good. Hey Dan, I've had a horrible day. The fact that you're live made me really happy. I'm sorry about your day, but I'm happy to be able to help a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Like if it's anything I can help with at all, feel free to reach out. Barbie and her country, Mattel, tried to indoctrinate us with their movie. I think you can tell a lot about a person whether or not they like the Barbie movie. You sound sick, Dan. Do I? Breaking news: Trump just negotiated a huge deal with Huggies for adult diapers. Trump pardons politician who paid for cosmetic surgery with money to honor slain soldier. What? That's a wild story. Can we you know what? I wouldn't mind if we skip debates for a little bit to go over news. If anyone wants to send the live to TikTok, so we could do news with TikTok. Obviously not like everybody, just 1 or 2 people would be great. Hey Liam. But there is so much news nowadays. Wait, Jose, why'd you redact your message? Weren't you just saying hi? Did I miss something? Breaking news: the country of Mattel has invaded. New York mayor arrested by ICE. That I saw briefly. Hey, Antoine. No chat. If you're new here, this isn't an SNL skit. Dan, you saw the RFK Medicaid Medicare news I put in the Discord, right? No, I didn't look at the Discord news tab today. I didn't have a chance. All right, we're gonna get started. We're gonna go to our first guest once we hit 10,000 taps. I think we're 3/4 of the way there. Tyler, you're the first one. The source stock. Okay. Hey Rocky, you have an awesome night as well. Thank you. I'm wondering about the Chinese tariff change. The article under healthcare. Wait, I'm looking at the weekly source stock. Is that not where it is? In like the source stock? All right, here we go. Going to our first guest.
Hello?
Hi, welcome up.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah, Dan, I fucking love what you do, man.
Thank you.
I know that's pretty base. I just wanted to say that. Because I know a lot of people have been hating on you recently, and you don't deserve that crap, man.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you take care, man.
You
Okay?
too.
Bye.
Hey Ari. How was date night? First guest, you must be on the West Coast then? No, I'm on the East Coast. I just started late. Well, I mean, it's not that I started late. It's just I've been starting late lately. Anna, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. Okay. We're gonna go to our next guest in a second. It was good. It's nice to take a break from social media. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. I really gotta do it. I gotta do one of those more comprehensively. Like just go live in the woods for a week. Sounds so good right now. I believe Stuttering Joey gave the bank away. Are you talking about Joseph Robinette Biden? Because if so, request up. Here, I'll send you the invite. Come up and let's talk about it. Dan, why are you upset we don't let men in women's sports? I don't think we ever let men in women's sports. So I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Hey, Emmy. Talk, bro, do you want to come up and talk about it? You liberal hack. Y'all are loud in the comments. Anybody want a request? I would love to live on a cabin in the woods, or on a cabin in the woods. I don't know if you meant in. Sounds so peaceful. Funny how you don't see any MAGA trolls under posts where Trump said he didn't care about longshoremen. Always loud in the comments. Keyboard warriors left my ass off. Yeah. No, you're good. It sounds fun to live on one too. How do you deal with people who lack basic compassion? Dusto, you know what? That's usually what makes me crash out, which is part of the reason why I can never like debate the school shooting issue, because like the lack of compassion drives me nuts. The MAGA so uptight about men and women's sports are the ones upset they can't do inspections. Ooh. What's crazy is they don't get there is always one exception to everything. I'm going to the next guest. Here we go. Hi, welcome up.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
How you doing?
How are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Good.
Did you? Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you to have a great weekend, and all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day, and yeah, that's all I wanted.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Got it, man.
Well. Okay, that was pretty wholesome, y'all. What are we doing for Mother's Day? Okay, what I usually do is I get my mom flowers, and I take her out to eat wherever she wants to go. But we either do it on the Saturday before or the Monday after, because the actual Sunday is not it for me. Usually the Monday after. I'm a florist, so nothing. Did you make her dinner? My grandma is coming down, but I'm sick as fuck right now, so I don't know. Working all day. What do you think of Trump wanting to get rid of habeas corpus? I haven't read into that specifically yet, but that sounds insane. The fact that Stephen Miller is in this administration, by the way, is really, really like bad. Like, if you hear a fascistic or Nazi adjacent policy position from Donald Trump, it's likely from Stephen Miller. I'm gonna change the first goal to something a lot smaller so that we can fit for the algorithm. Go to the next guest. Here we go. Hi, welcome up.
Hey.
What's up?
Well, you keep saying Happy Mother's Day, and that's offensive.
How is it offensive?
The proper term is Happy Inseminated Persons Day. That's the proper term. Mother, the term mother is actually offensive.
Is this what the right considers comedy?
No, that's actually from the governor of Wisconsin, Tony Evers.
Tony
put
Evers.
That actually in a bill. In a bill. It's not mother or mom, it's inseminated person. And then the father, it's not dad or father, it's non-inseminated person.
Okay, this is from.
You gotta show some empathy.
I'm pulling it up right now. Just give me one. Give me 1 second. If you could just 1 second. Clear just for 1 second. Okay. So this is from Tony Evers's post on. Tony Evers' post on last Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, stepmoms, mother figures, and moms to be across the state.
Yeah, no, he's changed it now. It's Inseminated Persons Day.
Oh, it's Inseminated Persons Day. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Are you don't agree
with Inseminated Persons Day?
Yeah, you don't think that's the proper term?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then why would he say it?
I have no idea. You'd have to ask Tony Evers.
It's the Democratic agenda.
Is it the Democratic agenda?
Yes. You disagree with the Democratic agenda?
Well, I'm not in a cult, so if the Democratic agenda is for Inseminated Persons Day, then I don't think I'd be for that. I can disagree with Tony Evers, but regardless, Tony Evers as recently as last Mother's Day said, "Happy Mother's Day."
I'm gonna take your woke card away. You're not woke at all.
Okay.
David Dale, this is the longest stretch
I
I've
don't
ever
talk
seen
to
in my
the
life.
racist. I don't talk to the racist.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping you'd leave if I came up.
Wait, Tic Tac's a racist?
Bro.
Is
Yes.
Yeah, he calls me.
Oh
he
my
calls me
God, he's the
racist every
biggest
time I see
bigot
him.
on the planet.
Lord.
This guy, when you see in the dictionary, look up bigot. It's got his picture.
What's your okay?
I'm what's David's called a race traitor. I'm a traitor to the white race because I advocate for marginalized communities.
You're actually Al Sharpton light. But you disagree, TikTok, that it's not Inseminated Persons Day?
I think you're stretching. I've never heard of this. I think you're being silly. I think you're
I'm
literally
making it
just
up.
making
I
things
wish
up.
I was making it up, TikTok. I wish I was making it up. I wish.
Hey, David, did you hear we had a new pope? Pope Leo?
He's
Yeah,
racist.
Pope Leo. Pope Leo.
The
You
guy's
okay
racist.
with calling him Pope Leo, David?
Oh, I'm going to call him Pope Racist.
No. Okay. So you're going to change his name? You're going to abide to a different name that he
Tic-tac.
chooses?
Is he white? Is the Pope whitey? Is he an American?
Yeah, he's
Are
white.
all American whitey people racist?
David, you're not equipped to have this conversation.
Yeah, no, he's
I'm
really
asking
not.
a straight question. What's the answer? Are all whitey American people racist?
Yes.
Then the Pope is racist. He's an American and he's white.
Did I deny he was racist?
I love this shit.
That
So
laughter.
you
Okay.
deny that mother is a basically offensive term.
I don't know what you're talking
deny
about. I
that.
literally think you're making things up, David.
No, I wish I was. I really do.
Okay, so really quick. I looked into it because we like fact checking people like David all the time, right? And I looked into it to see where this claim is coming from that Tony Evers is changing Mother's Day to Inseminated Persons Day. And for those that already assumed it, he's lying. What he's talking about is that there's a bill from back in February that has nothing to do with Mother's Day, which is regarding IVF. And the bill changes the verbiage of mother to inseminated person because IVF can affect more than just mothers. So that's what he's referring to. He stretched that into Happy Inseminated Persons Day, woke lefty, and that's where we are now. So I figured I'd look it up in case there was some truth to it, because it's usually they usually find some kernel of something and then expand it into a big old lie, and so that's where we are with that.
Yeah, that's how fashion, or that's how propaganda works. They take that kernel of truth and then they wrap a lie around it. Yeah, that's.
Does the left do that?
No.
Can you give us an example?
When did Trump say that he was going to have a bloodbath?
I love Tesla.
Oh, he's talking about if I don't get elected, there's going to be a bloodbath. He was talking about the car market, the automobile market.
Is that what the media said he was talking about?
Yeah, but when you're
What-
literally
yeah, but
talking. Okay.
Yeah, but
So
what?
Okay. So when you're talking about marginalized communities and pointing at Hispanic people and calling them, like unalivers and grapists and all these bad things, and then you talk about how if I'm not elected, there's going to be a bloodbath. Yeah, those things can
He did say that?
be dangerous.
He wasn't talking about cars?
I also, David, I will also say part of the reason why the bloodbath comment was reported on so much was it because it was thank you, Sean, for that mustache, was because it was right after this big controversy about how Joe Biden, in a private call to donors, said that we need to put Donald Trump in a bullseye in regards to the election, 2024 election. And they said that they said that somehow led to the unaliving attempt, right? And so when Trump started saying, "Oh, Biden said bullseye," everyone's like, "Bro, you said bloodbath yesterday." That's why it was such a big news story.
About the car industry?
Yeah, that's the point. So when Biden's talking about a bullseye in terms of fundraising for the election,
Tesla.
and Trump wants to.
That's what that meant.
Yeah, well, it did. Did you listen to the private call with donors? Because that's what it was. It was a private call with donors.
Oh, okay. So let's get why Biden went into the race originally.
Oh God.
Did Trump actually said good. They're fine people on both sides.
He did say that.
But read the whole context.
We,
It's been debunked.
we can. I mean, it hasn't. You guys love to say it's been debunked, but we can just watch the clip if you want.
It has. All you have to do is read the transcript of the speech. It's right there.
Give me one second.
But you're neglecting to mention the
Here's what
first
you say.
90%.
He says-
David
he
Dale.
says,
David Dale. I was in the
Good
middle of
people
words
on
coming out of
both
my
sides,
mouth.
and you clip it.
Okay.
And then you
Right,
don't
because-
continue with
because-
the rest of the.
David Dale, there was 90% of the conversation that you're missing out of there. How he's literally pointing at people coming from south of the border and how they're going to harm individuals in America. I'm sure some of them are good people. Does
Did
not
they
neglect the
clip the
90%
quotes or
of the
not?
David Dale words, man. Does not neglect the 90% of
You're doing
talking
the same thing.
shit to hey, bro.
And you get mad that I say
is it a
incriminated
frontal
person?
lobe problem? Is it a communication problem from your brain to your mouth? Like it just falls out. You open your mouth and stupid shit falls out. Is that what this is? There's no
Why
filter.
are you being a bigot?
Like you gotta let me finish a sentence, bro.
Why are you being a bigot?
How does that have to do with bigotry?
He knows why.
Because David grew up poor, and poor people
You're
were
a
exposed
bigot.
to lead paint. That's
You're an
why I'm
elite
being bigoted.
You're an elite bigot.
Okay.
Is what you
Okay.
are.
David eats lead paint chips and salsa.
I will do you a favor, David. I will play the full clip right now. Okay, and we can see this
Just
debunk in
read
real
it.
time.
I don't need to hear it. Just read it.
What? Wait, why wouldn't you
Read
want
the whole clip.
You know, hearing it's more
The whole
efficient for the chat, right?
No, because you probably have it edited.
You think it's just on YouTube? It's not. You think I'm editing in real time, cutting out
got
the
a
parts
lot
where
of
he's
power,
saying
bud.
I love democracy? You think I'm cutting out those parts? Like what?
Did Michael Ferguson did Michael Brown say was it hands up, don't shoot?
I don't
happen?
even know how that has to do with this, but if you'd like, we could go
Did
to that
that
claim after
happen?
this one. All right, we're gonna watch the video
No,
here.
we'll
You
just
made a
go
big
through
claim,
claims.
David. You made a
Did
big
that
claim.
happen?
David,
No.
you made a big claim, right?
Did George Floyd actually pass away from a knee on the neck?
Yes.
And I'm the racist.
Yes. I mean that one's not close. Yeah.
No.
No.
Did you see George's autopsy?
Yes, I did.
What did he have in him?
Whatever he had in him was not the reason he died. He died because of the neck. I mean the knee on his neck. And it's like not even close. Like this is like the litmus test to know when someone is operating in good faith or bad faith. Like if they bring up George Floyd not dying from the knee that was on his neck for 9 minutes, you know they're a racist piece of shit. Like let's just be real.
Oh, okay.
Hey
okay.
David,
So
if
let's
I
not
eat a
use
gummy,
science.
which I just ate a gummy. Now if somebody sits on
Let's
my
not
head
use-
and I pass away from it, is it because I ate the gummy?
He didn't eat a gummy.
Yeah, you're catching my point though, right?
He ate
Like people
a shit
take
ton
people.
of hugs.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
His,
It was less
his
than therapeutic
lungs
levels,
were
David.
wet.
David, it was less than therapeutic levels.
Stop. Read this. Read
So
the.
whatever he had was probably the day previous.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Bro,
It's weird you
was
don't
he
know
trying
these things.
to
You only-
hide the hugs?
What?
Was he trying to hide the hugs?
What?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, so he ate them, bro. He ate them.
Here, I'm gonna vote to kick him out.
Hang on one second. One second.
That's weird, David. That's weird that you don't.
Is it weird?
That like, yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, it is weird.
It's weird that you deny the fact that black people die at 4 times higher rates in this country than white people.
Well,
Unalive
why is
by the
that?
cops. Because the cops unalive black people at a 4 times higher rate.
Okay, you want to run that by me again? Are you telling me he ate the rugs to hide them?
You know that shit's getting expensive. It comes from China, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Tic Tac, I agree with you. Why is that happening?
Because of systemic racism, David.
No. I mean,
Because
that
for the last 40 years, the news stations and the justice system has pointed.
Black people.
Yeah, no. For the last 40
No,
years, the
no,
news
they're
has
not.
pointed at black people, specifically black men, and called them super predators.
Okay,
And they
that would Joe Biden
plastered that
did
all over movies,
That's
all
Joe
over the
Biden
news
that actually used
stations,
that
and all
term.
over the newspapers for the last
You're
4
the
decades.
person you voted for.
You're mixing up Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, by the way. She was the one that used that word.
Super predator is not a GOP term.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
no, I 100% agree that Hillary Clinton said that too. Examples of systemic racism throughout the entire system.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's just GOP, bud.
So I had the honor of the Dino vote. Plus, we got 2 dinos, CTG and okay, Kristen. Thank you for the double dino.
Nice.
So guests like that, I genuinely feel bad for, because when these tariffs go through, the cost of his clown makeup is gonna skyrocket, and I feel bad genuinely because I know it's gonna be tough.
Self-tanner.
Tic Tac, do you want to hang out for a few debates and then do news?
Sure. I was just going to do news, but I can do debates.
Yeah, I just want to get through the guests, and then there aren't too many.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Before we get to the next guest, if you're here for the first time, thank you all so much for joining. We're live Wednesdays to Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, drop a follow, tap the screen. For the people who have gifted or subbed so far, I really appreciate that. No one has to gift or sub, though. All I'm asking for is a follow. If you like Tic Tac, make sure to follow Tic Tac as well. And we're going to go to the next guest now.
I'll take a follow. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the gifts, too. I appreciate y'all. Katie's scared to debate me. She keeps saying stuff in the comments, but she won't come up. She's a Russian spy.
Hi, welcome up.
I'm 28. I wanted to say something about what David said. It's the whole thing about the insemination day or whatever it is a dig at trans people, because he thinks that we're complaining that we can't get pregnant. And it's stupid. And I hear it a lot from my grandfather and other right-wing people that apparently we're upset about that, and we're not. It's stupid. But
yeah, it's
I wanted to say.
No, you're good. You're good. That it's not the first time that that the right has pretended that the left was upset about something that they're not.
Yeah.
So.
I appreciate you, Dan, and thank you for all your work, man. You're awesome.
No worries. Thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you. Can you drop it down? Because I don't know how to do it.
I got you.
Thank you.
That Tic Tac guy's pretty cool, too, though. I heard him say that.
I'm complaining that I can't get pregnant. I wish I could someday soon, though. I get that, Emmy. But I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you're complaining that it's called Mother's Day. Someday soon, though.
Katie, that's her name.
That would be awesome. If I mean, with the way technology is going, I could definitely see it happening. Well, the right has their morning MAGA Zoom where they are told the talking point du jour. Love that. That language is for the IVF surrogacy. The DNA isn't that of the surrogate. It's a protected all. Yeah, that's what the bill looked like. It was related to IVF, and that guest was trying to make it sound like it had to do with Mother's Day. Can I ask a quick question or ask a clarification about an issue I have? I think you were next in line anyway, so yeah, I'll bring you up.
Just real quick, that's my cheat code. Like, there's Turning Point USA, Daily Wire, and Newsmax. Those will give you all three. Anything you need to know they're going to talk about today will be on those stations. That's their memos.
That's good to know. All right, welcome up.
Hey, so here's my question. I mean, first, to clarify, I am not a Trump supporter. I vehemently hate him for multiple reasons, but one thing I actually want to get clarification on is, especially with his past history, because there's some things that I feel like I may not have the full information on, but mostly kind of stems around his Mar-a-Lago visits with the foreign dignitaries in his private household, whatever you want to call it. But my question is, what would make it ethical or even acceptable for a president to have not only a private business that he still profits off of, but now holds presidential business and work at said location where he's now profiting off the Secret Service having to stay in his facilities? Where's the efficacy in any of that?
It's just not ethical. The fact that he still has control over his business is a violation of the emoluments clause of the Constitution, and the fact that he is essentially profiting off of his position as president by having official meetings, requiring his Secret Service to stay at his resorts, and then that money going directly to him is just corruption. But yeah, you gotta go to one of those MAGA panels and ask them, I guess.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That's my quick question, because like that one point for me is the biggest reason why I can't trust him ever, and I don't feel like enough people like bring that up or use that as like, why is this acceptable and why are you letting it continue forward?
Yeah, unfortunately, there are just so many reasons to not support this president that a lot of really good ones just don't get mentioned often. Like I've forgotten more of the horrible things Trump has done than a lot of people know. You know what I mean? Like there's that many fucking things. So
I feel you. Thank you for the time. I just really want to ask that question. I've seen you guys, you in particular, pop up on my feed every so often, and you speak so eloquently. You bring up information. It doesn't feel like you're pushing a single point. You're just trying to open up what's actually happening.
yeah, I actually that's something that I really I do take a bit of pride in, which is that I try to be non-biased, and that obviously I'm biased towards the left, but non-biased in the information that I hear. Because usually the truth just 99% of the time, especially nowadays, happens to fall on the left anyway. But if I hear misinformation from the left, I'll call it out as well, just like I would on the right. So I really do appreciate that your description there. Thank you so much.
Okay, and just one last thing before I go, at least to share one thing, at least one of the many reasons why I just can't stand Trump, even though I would love to lean more Republican, I just can't stand with him. It's just, for me, my grandfather was his Chuck Yeager's wingman. And hearing so much about my grandfather through the book and through talking to him directly, even talking with Tuskegee Airmen, it really hurts to see that someone who claims to be so much about the military, history, righteousness, the truth, pass so many executive orders that erase something that my grandfather worked so hard to achieve. He helped work on the Saturn, I believe, Saturn V rockets. He flew F-86 Sabres, F-100s, F-4, Hueys, Jolly Green Giants in Vietnam. He saved a base there, and it's like, do you not remember like stories from the Buffalo Soldiers who would come back to just get lynched after serving their country? And you want to erase accomplishments that people had to fight for, and just that's, for me, I can never trust that man ever, because he's effectively advocating for a man who helped raise me to not exist because he wasn't white or good enough to be noteworthy when he had to start 10 steps behind everyone else.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you. Maybe a little bit selfish my end, but thank you.
No, you're have a good night. All right, we're gonna go to the next guest here. Hi, welcome up.
Hi, my brother.
How you doing?
Good morning.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. Can you answer any of the questions up there?
Again?
Can you answer any of the questions up there?
Questions about?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a long one.
All right, we're out of guests.
No,
Let's do news.
Let's do news. So we got a new pope.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, let's talk about this pope, because so far what I've seen is some base stuff, some not base stuff. So let's talk about what we're working with here.
So we got a new pope. He's from was dual citizenship from Peru and I was gonna say Chicago, but the United States of America. He was he was born in Chicago, so he's legit an American.
Okay.
They say he's a woke pope. He's okay. He advocates for marriage equality and all the fun stuff. He's Pope Francis 2.0 pope.
Okay.
Oh, we got your mom up here. Are they friendly?
Wait, mom?
Your mom's up here.
Did I?
I don't know.
Oh,
Am
I can't even
seeing
see them
things?
on my screen. Wait, did a mod accept that person?
I guess so.
Your mom, are you here?
My mom, not your mom. My mom. My mom's here.
Okay, that's so weird. I couldn't even see them on my screen.
She's been down at the docks working for the last 3 weeks. I'm surprised she showed up.
Are you politicizing the Pope?
Mom.
We're literally just talking about the.
We're talking about the Pope, but he does not like JD Vance. I thought that was interesting. He's not a Trumper. That's a good thing.
I think it's a little hypocritical for him not to like JD Vance, given that JD Vance is the reason he is the new Pope.
You think so?
You don't think JD Vance?
Oh, because JD Vance killed the Pope?
Yeah.
Took me a minute. I got it, though.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The Pope met the devil and Jesus in the same 24-hour period, man. Imagine that. But no, it's Pope Leo the 14th, I think. Am I reading that right? I don't know Roman numerals. XIV. Pope the 14th.
The
Kind of a
XIV
badass
is the
name.
14th, yes.
Okay, kind of a badass name. Now the bad news. There are no accusations against him specifically, but there is evidence of him shuffling around priests who do have charges against them. It's been known in the Catholic Church that if a priest comes under fire, they shuffle him around through parishes to kind of get the heat off of him. He has done that in the past, so I don't know. I'm not Catholic. I don't fucking care. I'll be honest with you. It's all kind of messed up. I don't agree with any of it. But anyway, Donald Trump made a homophobic remark towards Pete Buttigieg. In a meeting, he talked about Pete Buttigieg and how he wasn't ready or he wasn't capable to become president, and if he did, he could imagine Pete Buttigieg riding around town on his bicycle with his husband on the back seat, and how cute that would be.
And when they
Thought
took
that was
over
interesting.
Buttigieg, who has no clue, he drives to work on his bicycle with his, in all fairness, with his husband on the back, which is a nice, loving relationship. But he didn't have a clue. This guy didn't have a clue. And he's actually a contender for president. Between him and Crockett, you can have that party. But he didn't. And when...
Yeah, I don't really know why he brought that up. Like he said it in all fairness, but...
No, he said it for the exact same reason he says Barack Hussein Obama.
Yes.
It's the exact same reason.
Yep.
He wants to include the marginalized community so they realize that they are less than. You are less than because you have a husband and not a wife. That's his point. He's acknowledging the fact that they did not follow the nuclear family. It's white supremacy. That's what it is. Anyway, Trump appointed an SG, a Surgeon General, who is not a practicing doctor, which I thought was weird. I don't know how you get that level of, if you don't have patients, how do you become the Surgeon General? I want you operating on brains. I want somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. Right?
Well, unfortunately, even saying operating on brains is a little sketch because we don't want Ben Carson as the Surgeon General.
Ben Carson, yeah.
Let's see real quick here. President Trump's new pick for the U.S. Surgeon General could have a bumpy road to confirmation as she faces pushback on multiple fronts, not the least from figures within the Make America Healthy Again movement. Oh, shit. Dr. Casey Means has gained prominence in the wellness scene over the past year with the publication of her book, Good Energy, and experiences on high-profile podcasts. But her medical license is currently inactive, according to Public Records of Oregon, which could be an issue in her confirmation. In announcing that Means would replace his initial choice, Trump said she has impeccable Maha credentials. Her brother, Callie Means, is also an advisor to Health and Human Services Secretary RFK Jr. Okay.
And when asked about her at a conference, he said, "I don't really know her. He was a favorite. She was a favorite of RFK." So he's literally just going off of RFK's advice right now.
I want to remind everyone, if there's any MAGAs left in chat, okay, how often that Trump will say he's nominating someone and they're the best, but then just in case something comes up, well, I don't know anything about them. I never really knew them.
Yep.
Like, this guy said he was gonna hire the best people, and 40 of his 44 administration members didn't endorse him for the second run, and he claimed that they were all rhinos or whatever the fuck reason. And how much turnover he had in his first administration, now in his second administration. At what point is he going to take a crumb of accountability for just hiring people that are not either ready to work with his agenda or incompetent?
Yeah, man, that's his plan. Just throw in there just the yes men. He wants yes men, people who are just going to follow along and do his bidding, or the bidding of the people that he has in place, the ones who actually saved him from prison.
Hold on, let me bring up this.
Because I am thoroughly convinced.
Oh, go ahead.
Do what?
This one guy's spamming in chat, and I just want to see what the fuck he wants.
Come up here, bud. You got our attention, Kyler.
Okay.
So, do you remember 6 weeks ago when that lady was disappeared on the university campus?
Yes.
She was released today.
I heard about this.
Her name is, I'm gonna butcher this, man. Rumisa Ozturk. She is Tufts University doctoral student. Was released from a Louisiana. So she was taken from Tufts University and taken to a Louisiana detention center for the last 6 weeks by masked federal agents. They scooped her up, took her away. The guy was filming, asking, "Who are you? Who are you?" Trying to get. They had no markings on their cars, no license plates, and it was an extremely scary situation. We did find out where she was. I think it was a few days after that, so there was a couple days where it was like, was she kidnapped or was this actually a government entity?
Yeah.
It was a government entity. They took her to a Louisiana detention center for the last 6 weeks, and she was just released on Friday.
That video was horrifying for anyone that didn't see it.
Oh, God, it was scary as shit, wasn't it? This was after a U.S. District Attorney Judge had to step in and order her immediate release. So this is the judges. So Sonia Sotomayor, she gave a speech yesterday to the American Bar Association, telling lawyers and judges to do just this. We have to combat this administration, and this is the only way we can do it. We have to do it at a legal level. So we have Supreme Court justices speaking to the American Bar Association and telling, hey, let's make sure the judicial system keeps our checks and balances within play throughout this administration. That's what's happening right now. And it looks like it may be working. Judge William K. Sessions, the third, ordered her immediate release this morning, and she was released today. So that's good. At least something's happening with that. We got a lot of news today, man.
Yeah, and if there's a big story from the past week or so, feel free to mention it because we've been really behind.
Sure. I have somebody. I got a delivery coming in a few minutes. I'm gonna have to take a second, but we had 10 explosions. So for quite a few decades, Pakistan and India have been in I don't want to say at war, but they kind of have over the
tensions
Kashmir
have been
region.
high.
They're high. They're very high, especially over the Kashmir regions. There's videos online, and they kind of make a play out of it sometimes, where they'll open up the border between Pakistan and India, and they do these fancy soldiers are doing these fancy I don't want to say dancing because it's not dancing, but they're trying to intimidate each other. But they make it a deal, a big show.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been a thing for decades. It rose pretty high. There's 9 bombs that have been dropped on Kashmir. I'm sorry, on Pakistan from India. Now they are showing restraint. Islamabad. There's people saying we want immediate. We're going to retaliate immediately. Islamabad is actually saying we want to wait to see if we can have diplomacy first. So they are showing restraint between the two countries. Both of those countries are nuclear superpowers. So
Yeah.
this is a scary situation. It's an intense situation to for all of a sudden this to pop off bigger than than the YouTube videos we watched of them dancing around at the gates.
Yeah, and it's always it's so unfortunate when so this situation I don't think has anything to do with Trump, but I definitely wish we had a different person in charge, just in case that we need to operate in regards to what's happening. It's something that was another reason that I kept telling people back in 2016, even if you are more of a Republican or you disagree with Hillary Clinton, these things that he said makes it clear that he's not going to be a good leader in case there is some kind of an emergency. People were like, what is there going to be? And then obviously we had a global pandemic and oh my God, I wish Hillary was in charge. But imagine some kind of nuclear situation between India and Pakistan. I'd really rather have Kamala in charge right now. So but anyway, beggars can't be choosers. TikTok, are you there?
Oh yeah, sorry, my wife texted me. My bad.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. So did you hear about Mattel? Trump thinks there's a country of Mattel. I don't know. An island of Mattel?
It's a country. So he referred to Mattel as not only a country but also a person. So I'm pretty sure he believes that Mattel is a country, and the president and or prime minister of Mattel is named Mattel. Let me see if I can get that clip for everybody.
Mattel, I don't know. I'm not so sure. They also said they're the only country I've heard. They said, well, we're going to go counter. We're going to try going someplace else. That's okay. Let him go, and we'll put 100% tariff on his toys, and he won't sell one toy in the United States, and that's their biggest market. I heard that. I mean, I watched this guy talking about how I'm going to go counter. I said, well, I wouldn't want to have him as an executive too long. Mattel, I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
So
genius.
Mattel is asking him, hey, you're hurting us. We can't make dolls without plastic, and the plastic is coming from China.
Yeah.
You're going to force us to have to move to Europe or, I don't know, South America, just so that we can afford to continue to make plastic dolls and toys. They've been a business for 80 years. I think Barbie came around in 1965 or something. I don't know, 1960s. So yeah, no more Barbies. He's attacked dolls specifically twice now, which is really weird. I guess little kids don't need 30 dolls; they need 3 dolls instead. And now he's gonna tariff the shit out of Mattel. That's just wild. I don't get it.
I need this clear, okay? If any Democrat in the past 20 years would have said, kids don't need 30 dolls, they just need 2. The collective outrage from Republicans would have been, they would have called Democrats un-American, right? They would have said that they're they would have said that this is the start of shortages due to socialism. They would have oh my God, I can't even go into how bad it would be. It would be like the tan suit times 100. Anyway.
You remember when Michelle Obama tried to tell kids what to eat in school? They lost their fucking minds.
Oh my!
They said it was communism.
they said she was the Antichrist. She said, "Let's have."
And now they're all yay RFK.
Yeah, talking. Yes, it's so insane. Oh my God, I don't know how. I don't know how. Does anyone else just collectively once a day crash out about stuff like this? Just the hypocrisy. Not the fall of democracy and the human rights violations in the concentration camp. Like that's all really bad. But just the hypocrisy. Every once in a while you just go, ugh. fucking GOP. Like, it's just, I can't take it sometimes. I can't. Oh my God.
I just want to pick a MAGA up by the feet and just beat a MAGA with another MAGA sometimes. That's how aggravated I
Beat a
get with
MAGA
them
with
when
a
I'm listening
MAGA.
to them. Beat a MAGA with a motherfucking MAGA. All right. New Jersey mayor was arrested. He's in ICE detention center now. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, this was
Newark, New Jersey.
I'm from New Jersey, so this is Newark mayor arrested at ICE facility for allegedly trespassing. Raz Baraka, who was released from custody Friday night, is one of 6 major Democratic candidates competing in the gubernatorial primary on June 10th. Let's. Alina Habba, the
There's
interim.
a video of it.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
There's a video of it. You
Oh,
gotta look
okay.
it up.
Alina Habba, the interim U.S. attorney for the District of New Jersey, said in a post on X that the Democratic mayor trespassed and ignored multiple warnings from Homeland Security officials to remove himself from the ICE detention center in Newark, New Jersey this afternoon. He has willingly chosen to disregard the law that will not stand in this state. Let's see. Go here.
The video is crazy. It's when the paramilitary start wearing uniforms, the end is near.
A new showdown over immigration. The mayor of Newark arrested outside this ICE detention facility in New Jersey for alleged trespassing. After a protest also attended by 3 Democratic members of New Jersey's congressional delegation, LaMonica MacGyver, Bonnie Watson-Coleman, and Robert Menendez Jr.
We were assaulted by multiple ICE agents. They roughed us up in front of cameras.
But the Trump administration says there was no assault, and the members of Congress stormed the facility and broke into it. A DHS spokesperson calling it a bizarre political stunt and illegal breaking and entering.
Members of Congress also have to follow the law.
For weeks, Democrats have slammed President Trump over deportations, arguing he's ignoring due process rights for undocumented immigrants. Some Democratic members of Congress even traveling to El Salvador to meet Kilmar Abrego Garcia, demanding the Trump administration return him to the U.S. after he was deported to a prison there. The administration says he's a gang member, which he denies.
The second we try to deport them, the radical Democrat Party is racing to the defense of some of the most violent savages on the face of the earth.
The White House is now considering suspending the right to challenge a person's detention by the government.
The Constitution is clear. The privilege of the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended in a time of invasion. So I would say that's an option we're actively looking at.
I didn't get to that yet. Yeah, I haven't said that story yet. I just told you about the New Jersey mayor. Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
Stephen Miller wants to drop habeas corpus, which literally means bring me the body so that way you can face your charges within a court. He wants to get rid of it. If you get rid of habeas corpus, you get rid of due process.
So I heard about it. I heard about this. Stephen Miller wants to get rid of habeas corpus, but I didn't realize the context in which he's referring to here.
Yep. So there is no due process. He wants to be able to just line people up, groups of people, and sentence them. No due process, just out the door. This is where you live now, forever and ever.
The thing that frustrates me so much about the right and people that are still supporting, I don't even know if we should call him a president anymore, but the thing that frustrates me so much is that they don't realize how dangerous something like this is. Saying, well, we can suspend the right of habeas corpus during an invasion, but if you can define an invasion as a single undocumented immigrant crossing the border, then we do not currently have the right of habeas corpus. It will be gone forever because you can never completely seal the border, and they've already used the invasion at the border as an excuse to declare states of emergency. So it's like,
Dan, I've been screaming this for months. They are going to use something big, really, really big is going to happen. Something September 11th is going to happen. It's going to be our Reichstag fire. They're going to point at immigrants and say, this is who did it. And they're going to use that incident to implement martial law. This is how it's worked every single time throughout history. Every single time. And that's what he's lining up for. He's putting fear into people that we are being invaded by MS-13, by these. Why do you think we don't have any pictures of Garcia gangbanging? Why do you think there's any pictures of him holding weapons? Because every gangster I've ever seen, they always have the pictures. As soon as they do something wrong, those are the pictures that they put up in the news. They show them as a thug and as a gangbanger and somebody who's violent. They do it every single time. For every person of color who ever gets in trouble, that's the first thing they go to. They don't have that for Garcia. They don't have that for Carmelo Anthony. Those things don't exist, and they're going to try to use these things to implement martial law. And they're going to blame, just like they did with Jewish people, they're going to blame immigrants. You call me Nostradamus. I give it less than 90 days.
I mean, it's just every other thing that Hitler did to rise to where he got. We're following all of these, whether it's discrediting the media, whether it's demonizing a certain group of people, whether it's using that demonization to take away rights from the citizens. Like, this is all. It's like play by play. It's an open book test, and 77 million people failed it a few months ago, and oh man, yep. That's all I can say. Frustrating.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm just fear mongering, like people say, like the right likes to say I am. Hold on, my delivery's here. Give me 2 seconds.
No, you're good. You're good. That's why we have the Second Amendment. I don't think the Second Amendment is going to help against the tyrannical United States government, the most powerful military in the history of planet Earth. But that's just me. Auschwitz is in Poland, not Germany. Yeah, I mean, we already have a concentration camp in a different country, right? We're removing people where 75% so far, 75% of the people that we've sent to CCOT have not been convicted of any kind of crime. And the reason that we have this prison in another country is so that we don't have to worry about violating human rights violations here.
Yep, they don't qualify for the Constitution. That's why. If they're not on American soil, they don't qualify, technically. But that's also the reason why they had Cuba. That's why they had Guantanamo Bay. Was because they can take people who were suspected of terrorism and ship them to Cuba, and as long as they never touched American soil, they didn't qualify for the Constitution. They didn't have to have due process. That's what they're trying to do here, but they're taking people who are already on American soil, which gives them constitutional rights, at least limited. Even if you are an immigrant, you still have constitutional rights. They are limited, but they're there. And they're trying to do away with that, and if you get rid of habeas corpus, you get rid of due process, and you're just shipped off to essentially a concentration camp.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, Andrew Parnas has been coming out with he made a post. Hey, Anton, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, TikTok? I had a question for both of you. I have a friend who's a history major. He just graduated. I debate with him all the time, and he says that Guantanamo Bay is like illegal. Like the Supreme Court said that we can't use it. Is that true? Is that like entirely true? I've tried to look into it. It's really hard to find what I'm looking for. I've seen a case. It's like I forgot the name, but it's like I'm not sure what it says.
To my knowledge, we never shut down Guantanamo Bay, but TikTok might know more about that.
No, I know it was a big thing under Obama, but no, there's still people locked up in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, but I mean like making black sites like that illegal. Like the Supreme Court said that black sites are like we can't do it.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. I've never looked into it. Like I know I've heard stories that they exist, but can I find a story? Like in the stories I talk about, I'm like watching YouTube documentaries and shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen actual proof of it. I don't know.
Okay. I would ask my friend, but he got shipped off to the Navy. He left like yesterday, so I can't ask him now. So he's doing nukes.
You know what?
Nice.
Just Ask the question in the Discord. Honestly, the Discord is usually really good at answering stuff.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. Okay, thank you for having me out.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Welcome in, Dean Raiders. Is this a Dean got banned, so I came up next on the FYP raid, or is this an actual Dean raid? Welcome in, y'all.
You know, they should do it where you could they have that on Twitch, don't they? Where you can send your chat when you're closing up.
Yeah, I think it's called a
do that here.
host, I think.
I don't know. You can just send your chat over to them when you're done.
Yeah, it's automatic. I think that's probably where the
Get on
culture of actual raid. Oh, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate that. Dean sent you guys? That's
Legit
so sweet.
Dean raid. Nice. Thanks, Dean.
I haven't talked to Dean in a minute. Anyway, all right, sorry. Welcome in, everybody.
Anyway,
we're
I
doing
was
some
talking about
news, and then
Aaron-
we'll probably get back to debates afterwards.
We're throwing in debates as they come up.
As they come up.
So Aaron Parnas. Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, I was just about to say you started talking about Aaron Parnas.
Yeah, Aaron Parnas has he reposted a video, excuse me, of ICE raids that are taking place within the Washington D.C. area. They were using specifically DoorDash and Uber Eats, people who are utilizing because immigrants utilize these applications to make money while they're in this country, and ICE was targeting people. So if you're taking a delivery for a DoorDash, when you show up to the restaurant, they're scooping you up, and this is public information, right? Like they post this information, somebody posted this information, and then Aaron Parnas reposted the information. Fox News and libs of TikTok are now calling for Pam Bondi to arrest Aaron Parnas.
Jesus.
So they're attacking our media now, and this is one of the tenets of fascism. The Lugan press is how it was put in Germany, which means the lying press. That's what the mustache guy talked about all the time, and that's what Donald Trump talks about all the time. And now that he's in power, he's actually prosecuting, his political rivals, people who are speaking out against him. Dachau. Dachau was a concentration camp, was the very first concentration camp that opened up under the Yahtzee regime. It was specifically made for political opposition to the Third Reich. They put in communists, socialists, news, anybody in Hollywood that went against them. That's what Dachau was built for. The first political prisoners were put there, and they're threatening to start doing that now. They've already arrested the Newark, New Jersey mayor. Now libs of TikTok and Fox News. And the problem is, we know Donald Trump watches Fox News. So now Aaron Parnas' face is in front of Donald Trump. They know what they're doing. They're playing this, man.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but I remember there was a story about either Pam Bondi or maybe it was when Cash was it was Cash, but it was something about going after the law firms and the lawyers that investigated or that were representing people regarding the election fraud in 2020, the alleged election fraud, but like the people on the other side.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he's doing. He's going after the law agencies. Like he even went over the pollsters. He went after the pollster who said that he was going to lose.
The pollster that said he was going to lose Iowa.
MSNBC, yeah, and he went after her, causing her to retire. She was already ready to retire, but she quit because of it. He's gone after CNN or CNBC and MSNBC. He's gone after both of those. They've settled with him because they don't want. I mean, this is a dangerous situation for them to be in. He's literally talking about pulling their licenses so that way they can't broadcast anymore. And he has the ability to do that, and he's putting the people in position of the FAA or the FCC to do these things. So this is I don't like that they're doing it, but I understand why they're doing it. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, I don't like the. I think you said it best before when you were on this live like a month ago or so, and you said don't surrender in advance. Or I think you said something like that. Don't comply in advance.
Don't comply in advance is it's the very first chapter of a book it's called On Tyranny, Timothy Snyder. The very first chapter is in his book. Don't comply in advance.
Don't obey in advance. There you go.
Yeah, and that's exactly I thought it was comply. Is it obey?
Google's
I
telling
got
me it's
the book
obey.
right here. All right.
I like comply
Oh,
more.
that's right. But yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're conceding before they even get into office because it makes. Timothy Snyder explains it a lot better than what I'm going to. But essentially, what it does is you lay down before you're even asked to do these things. You self-deport because you see that things are going to happen, and you only line up stories that make Donald Trump look good. These are things that news agencies and people. Groups of people do in the past is comply because they see the storm coming. It makes sense. I get why. So, like Jason Stanley is a Yale professor. Timothy Snyder himself, the man who wrote the book On Tyranny, both of those individuals. Timothy Snyder is a Yale professor who specializes in fascist regimes throughout the world, throughout history, and both of them have moved to Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, this is happening, man. Like this people are complying in advance. The guy who wrote the book who said don't comply in advance, complied in advance. The writing's on the wall, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if I could move, I would move south. I would move to I don't know, Costa Rica would be nice. Anyway, did you see did you see the Fox News agent or broadcaster fainted?
Yeah, she was in the process of lying, and then God struck her down.
Yeah, God schmited right there in the middle, and the dude didn't even stop, didn't even miss a beat, kept trying to go with the broadcast instead of I don't know, maybe helping her.
Let me pull up the video.
Yeah, she was talking schmack on trans people, and God schmited
Take a
her
look
right
at this. It is a very scary moment on live television as a guest faints right
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking?
No, I can't see anything, but
in the middle of her sentence. Here's what happened.
This guest on the Fox News channel is live on air, but she's not feeling quite right. Political commentator Cameron Kinsey struggles to find the words.
Ideology or it's not about.
Then this happens.
I fucking hate this video. Okay, I watched someone sent me the actual video where what she's talking about.
Oh, because she talks through it, huh? I've got it. I don't know. Are you on?
I saw it on. I saw it on TikTok. TikTok. Oh my
Hold
god.
on. Hey man, I had this name before TikTok existed.
Funny. Oh, remember when this guy did not want to watch the full video of the very fine people on both sides? I wonder why. I wonder why he didn't want to watch it.
Wait, I think I just sent it to the wrong person.
It's not about.
Oh, here we go.
Ideology or it's not about.
Oh, this still cuts out what she's.
I sent it to you. It's on TikTok.
I was on TikTok. Okay.
It's.
Sorry, chat. Technical difficulty.
Women's spaces, women's sports. So this is what they have to do. They have to rewrite history because they had a failed campaign. They had a failed presidency. They put her as the border czar. She never went to the border. So this is about incompetency. It's not about ideology or it's not about.
Okay, and there we go.
It's not about.
You gotta see it though, man. I'll send it to you on Discord. Can you pull it up?
Yeah, yeah, on Discord is way better.
It's
there
not.
It is.
Well, yeah, I just wanted them to get the context of what she was lying about. Like this is like it was a lie back to back. It was Kamala Harris was the border czar, which we all know is a lie. That wasn't her role. But even regardless of that, she said that she never went to the border.
Kyler's in here screaming the N-word, bro. Never mind. They got it. Sorry.
Wait, is he blocked? Yeah, good. Okay. Sorry about that.
But yeah, I thought like not only the God part was funny, you know, as an atheist, I was just like, God smited her, but the fact that the dude didn't stop, he kept talking, he kept going with the program. The show must go on, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of weird. All right, what else we got? I showed you the. I think that's it, man. That's all I got for today. It was a lot.
Was a lot. Chat, is there anything that we missed? Because it has been a wild 105 days, let alone the past week.
Yeah. Did you see Kash Patel getting grilled by Congress?
That video took me from atheist to agnostic. That's so funny. Kash Patel getting grilled by Congress. I did not see that.
Oh man, it was
Santana.
brutal. They dragged him because he'd had no answers. They're like, it was the budget. Is it the budget committee? He had no answers for them whatsoever. They're like, sir, we need to know how much money you need. He's like, I don't know how much money we need. It's like,
Director Patel, will you comply with the requirement that the FBI submit a spend plan?
Senator, I will comply with the requirement, and I believe I have to work with OMB on the apportionment of that. So we're working on that.
Can you give us a date? The fiscal year's 25 is, ticking away. Can you give us a date by which we'll get the spend plan that's already overdue?
I'll speak with OMB and get back to you on a date this week.
So the hang up right now is OMB?
It's an interagency process, sir. I'm working through how to get these spend plans
but
forward.
the ball is in OMB's court right now, not the FBI's court, is what you're telling me.
It's in both of our courts, sir.
Okay. Well, right now, as one of
That's
the lead
actually
law
not the one I
enforcement
was talking
officers,
about.
you're out of compliance.
Anything? If you have anything and send it to me on Discord, is way easier for me.
Hold on. I'm gonna start doing that before the show, actually.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. Congresswoman
Never really
Thunder.
thought about it till now.
In the meantime, for anyone that's here for the first time, thank you so much for joining. We're live Wednesdays to Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, drop a follow, tap the screen. If you're not following TikTok, now is your time. Limited time offer. You can follow him for free, and get to follow him on any of the panels he goes to. What happened with Liam now, y'all? I don't know what happened. I'm just not bringing Liam up anymore. I'm like good on Liam. I think forever. I'll just let him get humiliated on Good Troubles Live. Hear about the Newark air traffic controller lost radio again? Again? Oh my god. No, that is not okay. Oh, I think
dumbassery being put on by Marjorie Taylor Greene right now. She is at the top of her game. Clan Mom is now chairwoman of the Doge subcommittee. They had a meeting yesterday in which she used a clearly doctored photo that makes it seem like this guy who's in charge of U.S. fencing was giving the middle finger when, in fact, he was holding up two fingers.
Here displayed behind me is the post that Mr. Lefelt put up. Mr. Lefelt came in here today.
She got
saying that this is game day.
One moment, a point of order, please,
You're
Madam Chair.
You're not.
Madam
okay,
Chair, I have a point of order. The document that you have up behind you is a misrepresentation of the actual post. It appears that you're trying to misrepresent a witness here who you use subpoena powers against.
This is not Miss Stansbury. Miss Stansbury, this is not a point of order.
The actual picture.
Miss Stansbury, you're not recognized. Miss Stansbury, you're not recognized.
It gets better, bro. It gets so
One of
much
those
better.
these days, that gavel's going to hit her in the head, and she'll be smarter for it. She will be better off.
You are not. This is not a point of order, Miss Stansbury. This is not a point of order.
What this committee does, you are misrepresenting the witnesses, you are misrepresenting policy, you are misrepresenting...
Miss Stansbury, you're not recognized. Did you feel you were in a safe environment free from abuse when you were told you must compete?
Yeah. peace be with you too. Thank you, Miss Stansbury. A literal photobomb.
Yeah.
That was fucking great.
Yeah, I'm gonna need our
You just
representatives to be
both
on
know.
this kind of timing.
Miss Stansberry is my favorite. I don't even know who she is. I've never even heard her
This is my
name
first time
till
hearing
now.
about her. Yeah.
But she's by far my favorite. Man, I am looking for that video and I cannot find it. It's Kash Patel getting grilled by, it was a congresswoman. I forget her name, but she was grilling him, saying, "This is completely unacceptable. What you're saying, I can't believe this is happening. You're the director of the FBI and you have no idea how much money they need, or I mean, she was really going after him. I cannot find it though."
I gotta start. I think we gotta start doing something with like a section in the Discord just for like video clips. Because even with news, it's tough because a lot of news will, have their reporters talking over it and whatever. And I just want to watch the clips sometimes. Maybe we'll do something like that. Hey, Erica, how are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop searching. I've looked through probably 100 videos right now. But yeah, man, it's been pretty busy. I don't know. I get worried when it gets quiet. I'll be honest with you, but anyway, that's all I got for tonight, guys. I'll come back probably next week. We'll get a week's worth.
That sounds good. Thank you so much, TikTok, as
All right,
always.
No worries. You guys take care. Y'all be safe.
Have a great night. We get some W's in chat for TikTok, taking time out of his night to help us out with the news. We're going to go back to debates, I think. Oh, we had somebody in the guest box. Not really news, but MAGA is going insane about the new pope. Look at Laura Loomer's tweet. The woke pope. Battling a cold. So when I have a cold, Dayquil, like I get it's like Dayquil like intense or extreme or something like that. That'll carry me through the night usually. Same. Damn. Sorry, y'all. 6. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a Dayquil. I'm a Dayquil maximalist. I think Dayquil and 3 or 4 Dayquils during the day, and then a NyQuil at night. Usually gets me there. Allergies. Oh, I will say in regards to allergies, not today, but the past 2 mornings, I have had like horrible nasal congestion and headaches. I think it's from my oak pollen allergy. But yeah, I hope you both feel better. Howdy ho, Mac. Saturday eye drops and saline nasal spray. Okay, I've tried saline nasal spray. Okay, or not? Well, I've tried saline as nasal rinse. Have you guys ever seen these things? They're like it's like a bottle. Actually, hold on. No one leave. 1 second. I'm gonna put back my hat collection. You guys ever done this? It's like, so you put a packet of this in here, fill it up with water to like the line, put it up to your nose, and just and then like it comes out. Yeah, waterboarding. Yes. Okay. That's what I was gonna say. It does not feel good. It does not feel pleasant in the moment. I have it does kind of help sometimes afterwards, like after a few minutes after the torture of the waterboarding. But then I read once, and I'm afraid ever since that like if there was any kind of pathogen in the water, you know, sometimes in like tap water or whatever, there might be something that usually our stomachs just digest, but if you'll get brainworms that way. Yes, River, that's the thing. I don't know if that's true or not. I saw it and I instantly believed it. Boil the water first. I mean, if I'm boiling the water, I think I'm probably just not doing it then. You're supposed to use distilled. Yeah, I don't want to get like RFK'd, so boil the water. Have you tried nasal gel? I don't think so. Water, purified water, buy a bottle. RFK as a distilled water in a jug. Amoebas are so uncool. Yeah, so that's where I am with that. But I felt better today. Usually if it's really bad, I take a Sudafed. Okay, so I might be aging myself here, but back in the 90s, the early 2000s, you could just get Sudafed that works. Now, the real Sudafed is behind the counter because people were using it to make rock candy. So like the Sudafed that you buy over the counter and don't have to like give them your ID or whatever, those are Tic Tacs. No pun intended. Those do nothing. But like you go and you give them your ID and you sign that like yes, I am a human that is not a trafficker. That shit works. And so those are usually like my emergency. Like my sinuses are so fucked, I take a Sudafed. This right here. This is I don't get name brand, okay? And in this economy, I'm getting generic Walgreens. But 120 milligrams nasal decongestant D. Okay. We're gonna do debates. I actually take the opportunity to do a short live today so that I can try and fix my sleep cycle. What do we think? Or maybe we could do just like a panel talking about stuff. I don't know. We do something different tonight. We did Bitcoin. There are some people that only want debates, okay? And I feel like Caffeine is one of them. I feel like Miles is one of them. And to their credit, Miles and Caffeine are two of the highest viewers or highest view time viewers. So their opinions are respectable. Debate yourself. Ask Mac. Mac's not here. Me. Debates. I come here for Dan no matter the topic. Oh, I appreciate that, Miss M. Bring Eric and Mermaid up. They're welcome to come up. I don't know what we would talk about, but they're welcome to come up. And gifters. Yeah, I mean, Miles sends some dinos, brother. Miles sends so many dinos. Love you, Miles. I don't know if you're here, but I love you. Then go ahead and end early and GTA. But if I see you in Discord talking at 2 a.m., we'll fight. Okay, well, it's hard not to talk in Discord because new drama keeps happening. And another dating live? No, I can't do it. I can't do it. For anyone that knows what that led to, I cannot do it. Although, one can argue, okay? One can argue that dating live, even though we were not dating in the dating live, that dating live snowballed. James said, I'll mute you in the Discord if you're up at 2 a.m. That dating live snowballed into Mac and I being together today. It was like a domino effect, a series of unrelated events that led to that happening. So, you know what? Maybe it was all for the best. I'm sorry, I never gave feedback, Dan. Oh yeah, wait, I remember. I asked you. It's okay, Emmy. Don't worry about it. Someone set me up with a Dark Lord. He was a good thing at the end. Dating live, do tell. Butterfly effect. Yeah. Dating live, when the fuck? It was on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Shut the door behind you after you find love, Dan. Oh, are you calling me a ladder puller? Okay, fine. We'll do another dating live. Fine. Wait, Louis, I swear I didn't steal your joke. I swear I didn't steal your joke. We just have similar minds. This is my first time looking at YouTube or Twitch all night, by the way. Let's set up Dark Lord and Richport together. Like how you know I don't want to find love. I don't, but how do you... Yeah, I mean, okay, so I've said it before. And I genuinely don't know how... I don't know how straight women are surviving nowadays. Like yeah, there might be some good men out there, but when the prize to go through what's currently taking place with men is just a man at the end, right? It's like, okay, so first of all, what is it? 60% of men don't even believe I should have rights, right? 60% of men voted for Trump, off the table. That whole 60%, right? All right, so you got 40% left, just off the bat, okay? And then you got to cut out like people that are a little weird. You got to cut out people that don't have their lives together. And you just keep going. You just it narrows down to what are there like 7 guys out there? We're surviving, not thriving. Like there's like what 7 good men left. After my husband died, I don't even try anymore. People that are already taken also. Oh yeah, that's another one. So like of the 40% left, how many of those are actually just cheating on their significant others? 7, where are they? What's a little weird? Oh, well, I don't want to I don't want to define it. I might get TikTok TOS. Why does every guy take the same picture? Bring on the 7, Dan. We should do a dating. Well, we should find the 7 good men left. Or they're only into cis women. Yeah, I mean it's certainly going to be harder for trans people too. That narrows down the pool even more. For the 7 good single men, life must be amazing. Alone, we're surviving alone. It's like 4 edible black men in Phoenix. Oh, eligible. I'm sorry. And my friends have dated all 4. I'm sorry. Maybe my mind's in the gutter now. Clipped. Okay. Yeah, you know what? All right, I'm making an executive decision. Let's cut the politics short tonight. Because for 2 reasons. 1, there's no one in the box. That's number 1. Number 2, I haven't like hung out with you guys in a while because the past 2 nights Mac has been here and I felt bad like ending the live. But she's not here now. Which sad, but like now, we can hang out for a bit. I'm kidding, Mac. I love you. Dandies, do a friends dating live. Wait, what do you mean by friends dating? Like to meet like-minded friends? I think we have thought about that before. Dan, who is Mac? Wait, Dawn, did you miss the Mac arc? Well, I mean the start of the Mac arc. Dan, I'm getting PTSD. Stop. Wait, from what? That's basically the Discord. Yeah, that's true. The Discord, y'all. Other than the 1 or 2 moles that are in there, the Discord, man, this community is so amazing. They're so supportive. They're so welcoming. They're smart. They're funny. Oh my god! If you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. Let me tell you. PTS Dan. The 1 or 2 moles is crazy. I mean, I don't know what to do about those anymore. It's just not. We have a holdover mole from drama number 2, and then we have a mole from drama number 4, and I just don't know what to do about those 2 moles. Drop some memes. I need to join, but I'm shy. You could just lurk for a while, Path. Background checks for the Discord. Drama number 2. But Brittany, I think we're on drama number like 5 or 6 at this point. There's people that can help the mole hunt. We should set the moles up with each other. Yeah, you know what? If the moles are happy in real life, they'll start touching grass and not worrying about what's going on in our Discord. That's a good point. A lot of catching up to do. I've been looking for months.
Thanks, Obama.
Oh, Phil, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Path. Although our Discord is not sub only. But I do appreciate that, Phil. The strength. For that sentence to end there.
Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Obama.
Phil, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. For those that don't know, Phil was the one. I don't know who was watching Johnny's live in Texas, but Phil had actually sent Pokemon cards as a gift to Johnny to my PO box, so I brought them and gave them to Johnny on his. Sorry. So I brought them and gave them to Johnny on his live. That was Phil. That was this Phil. How are you doing today, Dan? You had some rough ones yesterday. We're doing a lot better today. Kind of just hanging out right now. Dan Jubilee, who's the thankful for Discord isn't sub only, but I understand why it is for others. We do have a verification process so that like not anyone can get in, but it's not too crazy. Wait, I got an invite, but it isn't working. Did you get the invite on TikTok? Because you might have to open it in browser to make it work. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw some pizza in the toaster and be right back. But in the meantime, you know who we haven't heard from in a long time? Angela.
Okie smiley face. W pizza.
W pizza.
Yay, Angela. Toaster. Yay, bye, cause I need to talk about you behind your back. Angela. W Angela. Extra cheese? Just got some sushi. Angela.
Oh, I haven't had sushi in a
Toaster
while.
oven. Dare I say ONEKEY? Leftover pizza? Haha. OMG, now Angela will read my messages. Ah, he's right there. Angela seems great. I had Tillamook ice cream for the first time. W Angela. I heard Mock likes vegetables on pizza. At the Daniverse Mole, I may or may not who you are. Can someone send me the clip of MTG? I need an Angela. How I've missed Angela. Haha. At Ace Main Man Ace. Mock, we miss you. Made garlic cheese mashed baked potatoes.
Okay, really quick.
Obama.
I'm gonna turn Angela off just for 1 second. Should I end the YouTube and Twitch live and then play some music, or are you guys cool with no music? What are we thinking?
Yes. How long you gonna be? Music. Just bring me up, I'll entertain the crowd. Music. What genre?
What genre? Whatever my YouTube music is gonna.
We love being Dan's favorite child. Play some Moneybag Yo. Yes.
Okay. All right, YouTube and Twitch. I love you guys, but it's that time of the night. So if you'd like to continue to hang out, hop over to the TikTok, and I will see y'all tomorrow for more debates.